What's going on, guys? It's Mr. DEBT, Joe Lorick from the Money Etiquette Group, and I quickly want to talk about how the Joe Budden podcast, I'm talking about Rory, I'm talking about Ma, I'm talking about Joe, how that group, how these guys could have avoided the mess that they're in if they would have depended on the blockchain, if they would have involved themselves more in cryptocurrency, but specifically, again, in blockchain. Something could have been done very early on that would have saved this podcast and saved these guys from a lot of drama. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking like, okay, what is he talking about? How does crypto work? Well, NFTs do this. If you made the Joe Budden podcast an NFT, no, I'm not talking about NFTs. I'm talking about something that's very simple. It's called a smart contract. A smart contract. Just think of it this way. If accounting is the issue, if transparency is the issue, when it comes to smart contracts on the blockchain, they do not allow for people to come in after an agreement is made and make any changes, make any alterations, to change percentages, to change anything. The rules are set, and unless all parties that agreed upon those rules come back and vote to change those rules, which changes the blockchain, it doesn't change. What that also means is that every transaction that happens in relation to that contract, if everything is on the blockchain, you get to see everything from step 1 to step 1,000. It can't be altered. It can't be changed. This is what blockchain and this is what smart contracts do for people. They take out the need to worry about trust amongst strangers or even friends. When it came to, you get a certain percentage off of profits, it would have been happening in an automated way. They would have been able to see, here's my pay and this is where it comes from, without having to see all of Joe Budden's contracts with all of his businesses. Because you had an argument here. On Joe's side, he was saying, look, you're not going to get access to everything that I negotiate because it's not all about this podcast with me. Sometimes it's about other things, the Joe Budden network. You're not getting access to all of that. However, on blockchain, you can segment out the part that specifically relates to Rory and Ma. That could have been done. So as much as they brought people on the show to talk about cryptocurrency and talk about Bitcoin, man, someone should have been talking to them about smart contracts. And I pray and I hope moving forward, whether it's, Rory and Ma or it's Joe, in their business dealings, they start using smart contracts. In fact, if you find yourself doing business with friends, use smart contracts. Get somebody involved that understands cryptocurrency, that understands blockchain, and get yourself a smart contract, because I promise you, it will take away the need to feel like I can't trust this person. I can't trust this system. And easily you could look and audit the blockchain to make sure everything's right, at least when it relates to how you receive your money. You don't have to see the entire picture to see your money. You can see what you need to see without there being a big need to spend a lot of money with a lot of people, have a lot of attorneys involved. This solves problems amongst friends. So I hope y'all paying attention. This is a real life case of how blockchain will solve issues going forward. And this just isn't with a business dealing like a podcast. This is when you deal with real estate. This is when you create businesses. This is what smart contracts can do. You can do that with Ethereum. You can do that with Stellar Lumen. You can do that on so many different platforms, on different blockchains and with different cryptocurrencies. But the point being, this just shows another use case, another need for smart contracts. I hope moving forward with Joe Budden and the network, that when he works out his contracts, he puts everything on the blockchain. That's how you move forward. Put everything on the blockchain. It can be a private blockchain. It doesn't have to be a public blockchain. It doesn't have to be accessible by everyone, just those who need to know. But because they can have confidence in the system, they can have confidence that, you know what, Joe, I can't blame you. I can't blame this accounting group. This is what it is. The system makes sure I get paid when I'm supposed to get paid. And even if that means that you can't overpay people, so be it. The system has everything set. So it's not personal. Just my opinion. You can let me know what you think in the comment section. But I believe that a smart contract and smart contracts from this point going forward, the Joe Budden podcast, Rory Ma, people doing business, you need to use smart contracts. It could have saved a lot of stress in this situation. And I hope it helps out anyone that's going through something similar. Or it helps those who are heading towards that path, to avoid those problems. Again, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Subscribe, like, share, keep the conversation going. Blockchain, smart contracts, they can solve a lot of problems. They can build trust instead of you building trust in people, even your friends and family. Because we're going to do business with people we care about. Smart contracts help to make sure it protects all parties involved. All right, guys, until the next time,